back to Whovian Espresso, and today we're going to be reviewing something that I genuinely didn't think was going to arrive. This is Doctor Who The Collection Season 14, and it's something that we've all been, like, we pre-ordered it and then everything started to go haywire. So I genuinely didn't think this was going to arrive. I'm so pleased that it has, because it's made my day. I've been sitting and waiting for the post to come all day, and even the Royal Mail stopping delivering letters hasn't stopped this coming, so I'm so pleased to finally have this after such a long wait for it. But before we get into the actual review and unboxing of this, let's take the cellophane off. Taking the cellophane off, we finally have the box set out of its plastic covering, and we'll get down to the artwork in a minute, but first of all let's start with the paper slip. We have Doctor Who The Collection Season 14. It is an 8-disc set, and it is a PG, which makes it only the second set, I want to say, that's a PG in the series. They've done so far, all the others are 12, Season 10 is the only other PG, I believe. The Season 14 and PG thing continued over there. Then on the back we have the artwork from the booklet. On the inside we have Doctor Who The Collection Season 14, and obviously it just says continue your ultimate collector's set. This is a 26 episode set from the 4th Doctor. It is his 3rd season, I want to say, and it includes the Mask of Mandragora, the Hand of Fear, the Deadly Assassin, the Face of Evil, the Robots of Death, and finally the Talons of Weng Chiang, with a little dash there, so I wonder what that means. Oh, it says here, so yes, because there was a news story there a couple of weeks back about the racial stereotypes, which were obviously of their time and would not be acceptable now. They've put a little warning here, which is very good. I think that's a very nice little touch there. It includes language that may offend, because it is something that is important, I think, to at least warn people about that. It's obviously all 26 new episodes restored for Blu-ray and packed with extra material, which is very, very exciting, because there's a lot of new material here to unpack. We have the PDF archive, which I've never been able to figure out. We have audio archive. I was reading about this in DWM. There's 2 audios here from the time. We have Exploration Earth, which is some kind of sort of educational show, and in that I think they go back, I can't remember if it was dinosaurs or something else, but I remember reading about that. And then you've got the Pescatons, which I'm interested to read about, because I've listened to, because I've heard a lot about that story. But Who's Doctor Who Revisited, a documentary on a documentary there. The Blu-ray trailer. We're yet to get a Blu-ray trailer for the next release. We don't know what it is, actually, so it's interesting. That's the first time that's happened, but I don't completely understand that they've probably been holding that back. Brand new commentaries on the Face of Evil and the Talons of Weng Chiang, Behind the Sofa with Tom Baker, Louise Jameson, Philip Hinchcliffe, Peter Purvis and Sophie Aldred. Brand new special effects for Talons of Weng Chiang, including updated special effects for that really fluffy rat that I previously just wanted to hug. In Conversation with Matthew Sweet, which talks with Philip Hinchcliffe, who is the producer. I think he did seasons 12, 13 and 14. Which are highly regarded as some of the best seasons. Obviously it's got all the material from all the previous releases, and it's obviously starring Tom Baker, Elizabeth Sladen and Louise Jameson. There's a lovely documentary on here about Elizabeth Sladen. I can't remember where it's listed on here or not. If it's not, that's interesting. Okay, oh wait, there you go. Ask Sarah Jane, a new documentary celebrating the life of Elizabeth Sladen. That's definitely going to be a tearjerker. Again, on the back you've got Season 14 down here, and BBC. Let's take it out of the slip. Taking it out of the slip, we have the lovely, beautiful artwork for Season 14, as done by Lee Binding. You've got a Robot of Death there, a Voc droid there. You've got, I'm assuming he's got Mandragora, because all I know is he's in the Mask of Mandragora. We have either Magnus Grill or Mr. Sin. I would think that's Magnus Grill. I haven't seen Talons of Weng Chiang. I only know of it because of the news story that was floating around about it on BritBox. And we have Eldorad from the Hand of Fear, which I watched on Twitch, so I'd be interested to revisit that. You have the 4th Doctor in his Talons of Weng Chiang outfit, that lovely Deerstalker Sherlock Holmes-esque hat there. You've got the tunnel, which looks like some kind of sewer. I'm assuming that's from Talons of Weng Chiang because of the giant rat thing. And it obviously sort of mimics the vortex as well, because the vortex is sort of that long tunnel-esque time vortex thing. On the spine here, we have the 4th Doctor and the artwork without the monsters, whereas on the season 12 one it has the monsters, the re-release, so that's an interesting thing. Doctor Who, The Collection, season 14, BBC again. And then this is just beautiful. Like, the back of these artworks always stun me. I've never been disappointed by these because they're always kept a surprise until the last moment. I noticed, like, on the Blu-ray trailer there was a sneak peek of it. I was like, I didn't want to look at it because I didn't want it to be ruined, because it's always breathtaking seeing it in person for the first time. So there you have the 4th Doctor's TARDIS in that lovely time vortex. It's sort of a modern day version of that time vortex tunnel type thing. You've got bits of rock, sort of reminiscent of the 7th Doctor, 7th Doctor titles. You've got the lovely purples and blues all blending together. It looks absolutely lovely there. Absolutely, just give it that a good look. Just try and get the camera not to... There you go, that's a bit better. You can't see Tom or Louise Jameson over there, but that you get a good look at the background there. Opening up the set, we are greeted with the traditional loose disc at the back, which we'll get to in a minute. And obviously this lovely bit of artwork here from the Face of Evil. We've got the Tom Baker's face in that cliff there, and no dent in the TARDIS door thing here, which I had in season 26, and the disc tray looks sturdy this time. I'm not going to fiddle about with that in case it isn't, because last time when I got season 26 the disc tray actually fell out and I had to super glue it back in. But I got £5 back from Zoom, so I'm very happy about that. Anyway, I got a kind of discount on it. You have the lovely TARDIS there in the barren wasteland of that planet that was never actually decided if that was Earth or not. I don't know, this kind of looks like an alien landscape at the back there. We have Louise Jameson, who plays Leela there, with Tom Baker without his iconic scarf, and a lovely log there. We all love a good log. Has that log got any kind of importance? It kind of looks like it's a sort of claw there. But let's take a look at this. Opening it up, and we are greeted with the beautiful season 14 console room. The CGI representation in a minute, but you got the artwork from the leaflet there. Oh, Tom Baker is upside down. Let's have a look at the season 14. Oh, you can see Leela there. She's just popping out. She wishes to be seen, and so just... Sorry, I kept them to the side there. I didn't really mean for them to be on camera, but there you go. That's lovely CGI representation of the season 14 TARDIS diorama. We recently got a diorama in DWM in the not the latest issue, but the issue before now, as of recording this. I think it was intended to be the latest issue when this came out, but it didn't, obviously. But you got the lovely set there. It's actually very nice, very gothic, cathedral-like type thing, very church-like. It's very interesting and very gothic in terms of the style of the show was going at the time. I think it kind of works. So that will probably be the DVD menu as well, which is exciting. Taking a brief look at the leaflet here. Obviously, I don't want to give too much away because obviously you'll want to read it for yourself and not want too many surprises. But first of all, this leaflet feels a lot thicker than the other ones. I don't know if that's just my imagination or if it is just that. You've got Tom Baker in his lovely Gallifreyan attire here. So I think it makes its debut in this story in this style, which is sort of carried on throughout Doctor Who, even in the new series. You've got corridors in the background, obviously from Gallifrey. You've got this podium, which I think I recognise from the story. I watched that on Twitch as well, but I don't actually own any of these stories, so it's exciting for me to have a season set that I don't own any of the episodes for. You can see in these glass shutters, or maybe they're crystal or something, you have Sarah Jane with the Hand of Fear there. You've got Louise Jameson, Leela. You've got Mr. Sin there. You've got I don't know who that guy is. I just know he's in Tanzania Chiang. At least I think he is. I can't tell exactly because I've never seen that one at all. I don't know if there's anyone else here. Oh, there's the Master. There you go. There's the Master there. Let me know if you spot anyone else. That looks like Vok droids there. So there's some interesting surprises definitely to break down that artwork for. On the back here you have a Gallifreyan guard. You have some Gallifreyan, I guess toffs is the best word for that, or politicians or MPs, I guess. And you've got lovely BBC TV promo for Tom Baker, or usually the kind of cards that you get signed. So it'd be lovely if I took this to meet Tom Baker. You could write best wishes Tom Baker, that would be a great thing. And then that obviously continues to be all part of one artwork there. Opening it up, we obviously have the Apotheosis, which is unusual. It's usually just introduction here. We've got a lovely picture of Tom Baker there. The first story is broken down here with the development and production and pre-production and recording and so on. And this is the Mask of Mandragora. It basically lists all the special features there as well. Got some lovely artwork there for the story. I haven't seen Mask of Mandragora, I've only read the target novel and I don't really remember it that well, so it'll be interesting to watch that. The Hand of Fear, and that is gorgeous artwork there, very reminiscent of a target novel. Not that particular story's target novel art, but just target novel art in general. Some more pictures from the Hand of Fear there. I think these are definitely getting more detailed as the series progresses. There's the Master from the Deadly Assassin, the Doctor and some Time Lords there. You've got obviously the Face of Evil, which is Louise Jameson's introduction as Leela. You've got the picture there from lovely bit of artwork there from the Face of Evil. And then that goes on a bit. The Deadly Jelly Baby scene sort of picture from that. I remember that from YouTube. Again, I watched that one when it was broadcast in 2017, I think. On around the Christmas time it would have been. And they broadcast it on BBC Two. I don't know why, but they did. But that's how I've seen that story. Robots of Death, which is another one I'm really interested to see because I've heard a lot about this one. Got glorious sort of artwork there. So Talons of Wing Chiang, finally, the last story. Having a bit of trouble there. And that is just the cream on the top, the absolute frosting, I guess. Really bad description for that. That is a beautiful, lovely sort of scratch, like a rat scratch through the paper. And you've got this lovely bit of artwork from the Talons of Weng Chiang. And then finally it breaks down the bonus disc. So yes, that is the leaflet. A lovely leaflet this time, and I look forward to reading through that as the episodes progress. So, looking at the disc art here, we have the lovely Seal of Rassilon as the base disc. I think this is the best disc art since the Season 12 Blu-ray set, which previously was my favourite. I don't think they've ever quite been able to top how lovely the disc art on the Season 12 set looks. But here you have the disc 1 for the Mask and Mandragora, Tom Baker and Elizabeth Sladen on that disc there. Here we have Eldrad and the Fourth Doctor there, again a lovely bit of artwork there. More photograph stills than actual like proper artwork like on previous releases, but I think it's more effective here. You have the Deadly Assassin, you have Fourth Doctor in his Time Lord attire. You have Leela, obviously this is her debut story again, The Face of Evil. Ooh, a line of robots, that's a nice disc as well. All the robots sort of looking ominous there. And the Evil Red Eyes one, which from the post packaging. Finally we have, well, this is our story, we have the Talons of Wing Chiang Fourth Doctor without his coat, and you have Leela again there, in her Victorian attire there. Oh, and we have a second disc for the Talons of Wing Chiang. I didn't know that there was a second disc for the Talons of Wing Chiang, so it's great to know that. So, I mean, if you didn't know that, but I don't know what's on there. Does anyone know what's on the 7th disc? I presume I'll find out eventually. Again, we're on the traditional disc where I don't have to remove the disc to see what's on the back. So, hang on. There, let me just give me a sec to organise the back end of the case. We have the same image of Tom Baker, sort of less, the time vortex doesn't go off to the sides as it does on the Season 12 release. But as the disc was loose, I could just put it there. There's the disc with the lovely sort of animated TARDIS sort of there. Very, very artsy there. And that would be the final disc with the bonus features on it. Okay, so unfortunately there is just too many collection Blu-ray releases for me to do a full comparison of the artwork anymore, because there are now, this is the 6th release, the 6th title in this range, and this is not even like by chance. I haven't properly moved anything. The space that I have left is exactly big enough to fit Season 14. So that's exciting. I don't know if it's just me or if the Season 14 set is actually taller than the others. But as you can see, it all lines up absolutely splendidly there. Every set looks uniform. Even the Season 12 Blu-ray set, I think they've sort of matched the tone. I believe the original release was slightly darker. So it matches the tone of the other releases. And you've got a lovely ream of artwork by Lee Binding there. It just looks absolutely splendid on the shelf there. So, overall, I think this is an absolutely fantastic set and a great addition to the collection of Blu-ray series. There seem to be less faults on this set. Obviously the traditional last disc is loose, but I can forgive them for that, because that's just the postal service. Particularly at the moment, it's a bit all chaotic and everything, and I'm just so pleased to actually be able to have this, because it, like, so many production companies are not producing stuff. So much stuff is getting delayed. So it's so nice to be able to have something that did arrive on time. And it just makes me so grateful to the BBC for continuing to produce these even in these trying times. If you're a Tom Baker fan, this is an absolute must-have, because obviously Tom Baker is a fantabulous Doctor, and I can't believe I just said fantabulous to describe the Doctor, but I did. And I think it's really, this is the set that actually sold out like 2 months after it went up for pre-order, which is, I think, is a shame, because so many fans who would normally go to HMV or whatever can't even go out to get it anyway. So the fact that it sold out online is kind of sad. But I hope that the BBC, like, particularly for this set, particularly given the current situation, maybe after this is all over, do release this set, because it clearly sold out is very quickly. It's obviously very popular. So I think a re-release would be warranted, because it is such a popular set. And I think the prices on eBay are ridiculous. I went on just to see if people were actually getting these copies in yesterday. A couple of people had, and someone listed it for £1,000. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm sorry, but that is just such stupid behaviour. It makes me really sad for people to be putting such ridiculous prices on it. Sometimes I love the Whovian community, but particularly when we do the tweet-alongs, I've been having great fun with them, and sometimes I see there are great flaws in it. But yeah, overall this is a great set. I hope you can manage to get it. If you can, let me know your thoughts on it in the comment section down below. Subscribe if you enjoyed this video, like if you like this video as well, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope everything's going well with you in lockdown and everything, and thanks for watching.